1923 star Brandon Sklenar, who portrays Spencer Dutton, addresses the conclusion of Yellowstone and how it connects to his character's storyline. Yellowstone, created by Taylor Sheridan, follows the Dutton family's control over the largest ranch in Montana, facing legal battles, rival factions, and internal conflicts. Multiple Yellowstone spin-offs have been born from the flagship series, including 1883 and 1923, with more in development. Speaking with RadioTimes.com, Sklenar described how it felt to witness the outcome of the Dutton family's future. He acknowledged being aware of Yellowstone's finale beforehand but had kept his focus on Spencer's journey in 1923. The actor discussed how seeing the Dutton house in 1923 compared to its later state in Yellowstone was a striking experience. He also noted the tonal contrast between the two series and emphasized that 1923 has its own distinct mood separate from the main series. Check out his comments below. He also spoke about filming in the Dutton house, describing it as a weird feeling since it's the same house where Kevin Costner would play John Dutton, what this means for 1923 and the Dutton storyline. The new comments link 1923 and Yellowstone even more. Sklenar's reaction reinforces the narrative connection between 1923 and Yellowstone, demonstrating the long-term trajectory of the Dutton family across generations. 1923, set during Prohibition and the Great Depression, expands on the struggles faced by the Duttons as they fight to maintain their land. Spencer is far from Montana for much of Season 1, but his eventual return to the ranch links his character's journey to the events that follow in Yellowstone. Moreover, Taylor Sheridan has constructed a multi-series timeline that depicts the rise and fall of the Duttons, with 1883 serving as the foundation, 1923 exploring economic and political challenges, and Yellowstone presenting the family's last stand. 1923's depiction of the Dutton homestead reveals how the ranch evolved, showing the earlier struggles that contributed to its later downfall. Production-wise, the series utilizes a combination of historical accuracy and fictional storytelling, filmed across multiple real-world locations, including Montana and Africa for Spencer's arc, with 1923 confirmed to conclude after Season 2. Its final episodes will further define the Duttons' place in Yellowstone. The contrast between the two shows in terms of tone, setting, and character arcs emphasizes how each show operates within its own historical and thematic framework. Sheridan's expansion of the Yellowstone universe through spin-off suggests that the Dutton story will continue beyond 1923, but its specific direction remains tied to what has already been established in the timeline. Our take on Brandon Sklenar's Yellowstone perspective. The Dutton family continues to evolve. Brandon Sklenar as Spencer Dutton in 1923 with a sweaty shirt talking to a blonde woman in a tent on the African plain. Sklenar's reaction to Yellowstone's ending highlights the challenge of portraying a character whose fate is indirectly shaped by events in a future series. 1923 exists in a different era from Yellowstone, yet its characters ultimately contribute to the downfall depicted in the main show. His comments also point toward how the prequel maintains its own identity while serving as a historical counterpart to the main series. As 1923 approaches its conclusion in Season 2, its connection to Yellowstone remains evident, but the series stands on its own as an exploration of the Dutton family's earlier struggles.